Oke, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nandin Permasik Matunisa, and this is my team. In this occasion, I would like to show you about our result of the research that has titled Equalizing Scientific Literacy of Prospective Elementary Teacher through Scientific Process Skill, or SPS-based matriculation. This study aimed to explore how science matriculation program designed with science process skill can help equalize scientific literacy level among the pre-service elementary teacher. Next, this is about research background. Sorry. Okay, this is about research background. So in this research background, as we know that in this 21st century, based on the World Economic Forum has identified 16 essential skills. One of those skills is scientific literacy. Scientific literacy is not about the knowing scientific facts. It's about being able to use science to make informed decisions and solve problems in everyday life. It helps people to think critically, also reason with evidence and apply knowledge to real situation. Without this competency, it becomes difficult for individual to adapt and thrive in today rapidly changing the world. In Indonesia, the development of scientific literacy is closely related to the national education goals, especially in elementary education. At this level, children are in the most formative stage to develop scientific understanding and process skill. That's why science learning is a core part of the curriculum, and according to Indonesian curriculum standard, teachers are expected to integrate both cognitive knowledge and scientific process skill in the classroom activities. So, teacher roles, this is the urgency of scientific literacy. The first one is teacher roles in enhancing student scientific literacy. And also we need to enhance the scientific literacy of or prospective elementary teachers. So based on the many research, the prospective elementary teacher is still in moderate category. Most of them come from non-science background, which create a gap, this one, which create a gap in their understanding and confidence in teaching science. To address this issue, one of solution to implement of science process skill based science matriculation program. So this is a science process skill-based matriculation to equalize scientific literacy of prospective elementary teacher. This is the research background, and this is the research method. We use mixed method, quantitative data and qualitative data. From mixed method, we use one group pretest post-test design. The first one, we conduct pretest. After that, we treat the student with SPS-based matriculation, and after that, we get the post-test. For qualitative data, we use observation, interview, and documentation. This one is convergent parallel design. The location in PGSD Universitas Perjuangan Tasikmalaya, and the purposive sampling, we have 32 first-year students that consist of different background from social, from science, from MA social, MA science, MA language, and also vocational school with various departments. The data valid, there are 24. And after that, we have research result, the analysis of pretest and post-test score. This is the average score for pretest, 37.62, and the average score for post-test, 54.52. The data is not distributed normally on pretest. Therefore, we use non-parametric test, Will-Jackson sign rank test. This is non-parametric test result. And we get the result is that there is a significant difference between pretest and post-test scores of scientific literacy after participating in SPS-based matriculation. This is analysis for endgain. The result is the effectiveness of SPS-based matriculation in equalizing scientific literacy of prospective elementary school teachers is still relatively low to moderate, even though there is an increase in post-test score. This is the result for qualitative data interpretation of interview result. The first one, students felt this articulation could motivate them to learn and strengthen their science concept and understanding. Students felt that they were reconnected to some science concept that they already knew. And then the students thought that the module should be improved in some aspect, such as picture readability, picture contrast, and procedure of activities. Next, the students thought that some questions could not be well answered as they could got the difficulties in analyzing the equation, especially in physics. Students felt enjoy with learning material and media used in matriculation as they could ease them in learning process. The student thought that 5 days of matriculation was very enough for them to rebuild science understanding to matriculation. Next, some students thought that the content material delivered in matriculation was enough for them, but some of them did not. Students got difficulties in learning physics and biology. Students thought that learning method applied in matriculation was quite various. There are experiment, discussion, presentation, direct observation, lecturing, and etc. Students thought that the lecturer who delivered the material was good enough in facilitating them in learning. Students most came from the different school and they learn deeply non-science major and rarely learning science. Students were not ready yet to fully attend science course with this background. And the last, students did not learn science from a long time, and they also were not confident enough in attending science class by having matriculation. Students found their interest in learning science. Next. Now we come from the conclusion. The first one, this SPS-based matriculation has potential to equalize the scientific literacy of prospective elementary teachers because there was a significant difference in pretest and post-test scores. However, due to the t-test results of NCAN, which indicated a low to moderate level of effectiveness, this matriculation needs to improve the learning strategy in this SPS-based matriculation. Positive student response can be actually used as a basic foundation for developing better SPS-based learning strategies to enhance the effectiveness of this matriculation. Okay, this one the documentation for direct observation, experiment, lecturing, and so on. Okay, this is the references. Thank you so much for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.